Bro, listen. This is crazy right now. I am literally the dumbest right now. Huh. I love the podcast. I think if you were not really disastrous, I'm glad that I came. It's like feeling that, honestly, it sounds so stupid, but like God is with me,
Yes.
like some sort of crazy thing that it's like, and I can still go through the shits, but I feel like I'm not gonna lose control. I didn't want to lose control. I don't want to lose control, and I'm able to not do it because I have friends here with me,
Yes. How do we
and I
sit
love
in the
that.
fire?
I love that.
How do we sit through the fire? How do we be on fire but not consumed by it? How do we go through suffering? How do we walk down that path without getting reactive, without getting consumed by flames? How do we
Yes.
do that?
Yes.
Oh, you're doing so amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
I love you.
You watch them disappear into the unfathomable dusk. And I think the universe is unfathomable.
Sometimes I wonder if everything is mirrors. What I see as you is what you see as me. And I think about existence and everything each one of us is going through. Everything every being has gone through. And every way energy has been embodied across time and space. This path we're on. Hi, me. Look how lovely you are. Look how lovely we all are. And you sent me a thing about how relationships, they kill love. Like the form.
Yeah.
It's not, because love is amorphous and a state of being.
Yeah.
And so when you're put into a relation, I don't remember exactly what the thing you sent said.
Yeah. It's something along the lines of like, because you're labeling it, so it's not. It's just starts becoming this pure of the true, just state of love. But then it's like, okay, but what is it?
Right. And why do I want to be in bondage to another person? Not in bondage, but why do I want to be connected explicitly to another being? What is that?
Mostly it's for security.
For security,
That's
right.
what it's all about.
Right.
That's what matters. And it's also to have a sense of
Stability.
stability in the community.
Yeah.
You know, that's how they thought way back when. You know, like you have to have a family because then people will be fucking everyone else in the streets.
Oh, so it's
Conditioning.
Lord have mercy.
Conditioning,
Yeah.
but then also our brains, because we're such weak animals, need
It's natural.
relationships.
Yeah.
So we evolved to want to bond. We're bonding creatures. And we used to live to maybe like 30 max. You know, we did not survive very long.
Right. So it's like this is all because it's very like natural.
Yeah.
Because we cannot ever decide that, right? These things just happen.
Yeah.
So it makes me think of like, well, if it feels like it has always been like that for like a lot of years, like back like before Christ. Like all, like,
For sure,
all, like
yeah.
all these years of human interaction, like love seems it's pretty like standard. Yeah,
Right.
Some things may have changed the way we communicate, but it feel like it was still the same. So it's like wow, and we couldn't fucking figure out how to like, oh, this is not working anymore. All right, woo, I'm out.
Fight or dig? Fight until you're forced to dig. Dig while fighting.
Loud there.
Are we talking about Voyager again?
Look, sent a satellite off into space. It's still out there.
Hi, me. It's me again. We're puzzling through it. We're puzzling through it together, aren't we? Two distant bodies, connected intimately through thought. Never really separate. But communication feels so distant. Sometimes. Communicating across space and time, beyond space and time. Do I hear you the way you want to be heard? Language is so limiting.
Something that can be worked out around it. Maybe it's something that's like, wow, I need to take a little bit of a break and figure out what it is in me that's reacting so strongly. I'm not the person. I'm not the person. I thought what I had was the most ultimate love. No, I guess love should be easy, right? It should feel so. I mean, it's obviously it takes work, but it should. You should feel mutually respected. You should feel like you can say what's on your mind and be 100% authentically yourself.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
Right.
Same for me. Like, I was like talking about having an artist residency sometime in the future, hypothetical, right? And I was like 3-month artist residency, applying to those. He just got furious at me. He was like, you can't believe it. Like, I thought you would stay here with me. If you go off, I'm gonna leave you. And it's just like, whoa. And so instead of me being like, hold up, maybe this person is not the person I'm supposed to be with.
Right.
I went like, oh my god, I'm so wrong. Like, I should have asked him first. I should have. I don't know, but it made me feel. But I shouldn't ever feel that way. I should like love should be something that you feel respected. You feel like you can be 100% yourself.
Correct. Yes. No.
can we communicate? Language is so limiting. Could we use dance, shapes, sound? Here's me trying to connect with you, trying to connect with me, putting ripples out into the ether, waiting for a response. But I don't really know what to say. So, let me listen. Let me.
When I first was designing, I was doing a lot of like things that I would consider corny now. It was all based off of someone else's energy. So like I was taking like stills of people that were already famous, like Marilyn Monroe, Jimi Hendrix.
You were referencing. You were jazzing.
Yeah, I was, and it was catching on quicker, but then it felt like I didn't own it. Like I was like creating something that people liked that wasn't mine, and then I like scrapped. I still have like some of those pieces. I scrapped them. I stopped using them, and then even now, like once I realized what it was specifically that I didn't like, I started to abstract everything away. So like the newer version, I'll show you a piece in a second. This has been abstracted to like just a simple symbol, but the energy is still there.
In order to consider how we might communicate across divides, especially divides of
Space and time, the infinite divide between two beings, between two atoms, between generations, the chasm between the infinitely small and the infinitely large, between us all, between our lovers, between ourselves, between ourselves, the infinite, dark, deep chasm between all things.
We had a conversation where I said,
how can we communicate?
when we had like our
How
little
can we
split for a
connect?
second, I was like, this is weird. Like, my friends outlast all of my relationships.
Huh.
So I'm focusing on the wrong thing.
Right. That's
Just be
exactly
friends.
it.
Just be
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
focusing on, so I'm not like, and I see it play out a ton of times, so I'm like, all right, this is weird. This is not, we're together, but I lost faith in monogamy. We're building something different. We just gotta like figure it out. But that figuring out part is like weird. It's like, all right, like I be having conversations with my friends that I can't have with my girl.
Yeah.
Like I had a conversation with my friend where I was like, all right, so what do you do when you get to the point where you do want to fuck somebody else?
You read this book, The New Monogamy, by Tammy. Her last name I forget. The last name.
I'm not saying that's what I'm trying to do.
No,
I'm saying
but
like,
that's a need, right? And then you don't want to be duplicitous. You don't want to lie. You don't want to cheat.
Yeah.
But you have needs that are not being met in your relationship, and so you have a discussion about what your monogamy agreement is. Is it no, we can't even look at other people? Is it you can't even text other people? Like
Right.
get down into the nitty gritty of like what is it? And if you can fuck other people, do you talk about it beforehand? Do you talk about it afterwards? Like there's it, and that takes, for me, it couldn't work in my relationship because neither of us were mature enough to have those conversations. I didn't feel comfortable telling him I wanted to fuck someone else. I didn't feel comfortable telling him I needed to leave for 3 months for an artist residency. I knew that I would get backlash for that, and I didn't feel safe to do that. And I'm sure he didn't feel safe to do that with me. So it takes like a level of maturity that how do we get there if we've never been modeled?
Sometimes it's not even
no,
the action.
I can't. I will forever be immature. I'm sorry.
Right.
Well, look,
We're jealous motherfuckers.
Sometimes it's
Kind
not.
of
Sometimes
possessive.
Possessive, yeah.
sometimes the allure isn't even the action. Sometimes you really just want to talk about it. Like
Right.
sometimes I just want to like in my head explore other possibilities. With my friends, I could do that because we're just talking. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do anything.
Right.
But
Yeah.
with my girl, I can't say that shit.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
She's gonna be like, "Are you really considering that?" And I'm like,
Right.
no.
What if there's a partner that you can have that would not mind talking like that?
But
Right.
also, but with love comes this idea of like you literally accept the other person
Exactly
how
as they are.
So
Exactly
it's like,
as
to
they
me,
are.
it'd be the
Say.
craziest
For the
Right.
first 3 months.
That's what they
What is the measure of closeness? As we get closer, do we really get further apart? How do we know how to get close? Close to the other, close to the self, close to infinity.